What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And this one I want to break down something very important about SPY and markets. But let me first say that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And don't forget about the Webull link. The offer ends very soon. If you deposit $500, you're guaranteed 20 free stocks. And once again, looking at the market, I want to break down something very important. So when it comes to SPY, this thing opened up very strongly. This thing started off, don't forget, yesterday we were just at 507.5. And then today we saw this big push to 510. It was very awesome to see. This is what we expected essentially. We got to 510, so the price target was made. But the problem is SPY is kind of struggling to break past 510. It's a very, very tough resistance so far. And if this thing were to reverse there, just make sure you watch the 20 EMA, 509.27. If we lose that, I do anticipate we're going to get very close to 508.5 again and 507.5. Now, it's not the end of the world because we're up still pretty nicely in the last couple of days, and we're still at all-time highs, very close to them. So it's going to be completely fine. I just want to warn you to watch this resistance. Now, later on during the day, if we break 510, we could be expecting this thing to slowly push towards 511, but just be very, very careful because now resistance is becoming very tight above 510, and that's why I'm going to be looking at this from a very, very tight perspective above that area. But right now, I just want to say things are getting tough. It is a very, very tough resistance. SPY is turning a little bit right here. We'll see how well it holds. So watch the resistance and just know that the market is at a very, very tough level up here. Now, as far as Tesla goes, I want to call out Tesla. Tesla's showing a little bit of weakness. I called out in the morning we had some bad news that came out. Right, we had bad news involving Rivian, bad news involving the quote-unquote recall that the media is talking about. And as a result, Tesla is turning. It's been breaking to the downside from this wedge that was forming. And it's not looking as strong as it was looking before. We actually lost 195. We'll be watching how it ends up holding as we get very, very close to these new support zones. So the next critical support is closer to 192. We're trying to base at 193.8, but it's very, very minor support. 192.5. Excuse me, 192.5 is stronger. Tesla's showing some weakness right now because of bad news. We'll see if we can rebound later, though. So watch 195 as resistance if we do try to push back again. And then for Nvda has pushed very nicely. We actually came very close to our target up here. We saw this thing hit 825, but now it's starting to turn just a little bit. We're now shuffling in this 800 area, so we'll see how well it holds above 800. Watch resistance close to 807 right now, also 812. And watch support at 800 flat. We'll see how well it holds. If it loses 800, the market could turn, so just be a little bit careful. As of right now, it's still in a good place. Even if it does lose 800, we're still going to be fine. It's not the end of the world, but just be kind of careful, especially with Nvda. Be very, very careful. I just want to give you guys a warning. Then we have Aapl. Aapl pushed. I said 185 should be coming. We did reach 185 during the pre-market. So we got this nice push to 185. But now Aapl is starting to turn back down. So it reached the level. It came very close to this 185 target. Now it's coming back down to 183.5. If we lose this, watch 182.5. Aapl could also be trying to form kind of like an inverse head and shoulders. We get a little retracement and bounce. Right, this could be like a left shoulder here. This could be a head and maybe a right shoulder. Could be formed just possibly. Don't solely count on that. Just know that Aapl is turning just a little bit. Watch 183.5 carefully and see how well it holds, and we'll see how it goes from there. So with that being said, we're going to be watching these levels. SPY is still shuffling in the 509 area. It's still stuck between the 20 EMA and then 510 is resistance. And we'll see which way it breaks. We'll see how it does. It was struggling to hold above 510, so I just want to call that out. And then finally, we have a couple of others which are falling. Rivian is hitting new lows. We're going to be watching 10 to see how well it could hold over there. Super Micro, it fails to hold 900. I called out 880 in the morning into 875. If we lose that, watch 860, 850, followed by lower levels, showing a little bit of weakness. Unfortunately, we were hoping it would try to bounce and hold up. It actually hit tagged 1000 before getting a rejection, so it failed to hold so far. Russell 2000 is turning, so watch these levels carefully. And with that being said, guys, we'll just see how well SPY does right here. It's still trying to hold up. It's still fighting, but just be very patient and be careful. 510 is a very tight resistance, and we'll see how well it does from here. Anyways, that's it for this quick warning I have for everyone. Please watch resistance, do what you have to do, and I'll see you guys very soon on the next one. Thank you, and peace out.